I hope they'll be able to hear me online. Very loud. Hi, Jane.
Hi.
All right, welcome to class, everyone. So you all need a blanket, a bolster, and 2 blocks, and anything else that you want to use. So from here, fold up your blanket so that you can place it sort of in the middle of your mat where your knees would go when we're kneeling in our kneeling poses. Take a moment here to set yourself up. And then bring your bolster over your blanket. With about the blanket about in the middle. And then come to kneel over the bolster. Maybe adjusting the position of the bolster or the blanket. Setting yourself up here, you could keep the feet on the blanket or you could bring them a little wider onto the mat. Find what works for you here. And then just bringing the hands down to the thighs, palms facing down. Maybe shutting down the eyes here. And taking a moment to ground through the sit bones into the bolster. As you inhale, grow a little taller through the spine. And exhale, let the shoulders relax a little bit more here. Taking a few deep breaths here, starting to draw the awareness inward. And making a commitment to be present here today with the breath and the movement. Starting to blink the eyes open if they're not already. On the inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Palms touch. As you exhale, bring the left hand down to the mat and reach the right hand over. Nice side bend here. Take a deep breath here. Feeling into that side body. One more deep breath here. From here on the inhale, we're going to begin to bend into the elbows. We send the chest towards the ceiling. As you exhale, reach back up and over, chest towards the ground. Inhale, reach the elbow back, chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach up and over. This time really squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you as you bring the elbow back. Exhale, reach it over. Coming back into our side bend, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, maybe you come a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, reaching back up. Both hands come together. And exhale, right hand comes down, left hand reaches over. Take a few deep breaths here, feeling into the side body. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then exhale, open the chest towards the ceiling, elbow bends. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, opening towards the ceiling. Inhale, reaching up and over. This time, really squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, find that side bend again. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, maybe you come a little deeper. Inhale, bring it all the way back up, palms touch. And then from here, exhale, elbows come out, chest towards the ceiling, slight back bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, elbows out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the thighs. And just take one deep breath here. When you're ready, coming onto the hands and knees, and just moving the bolster off to the side here, out of the way. We want to place our knees on the blanket, about hip distance apart, and tuck the toes behind you. So if you need to reach back to get all of the toes tucked under, you can do that. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders in front of you. And then as you inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. And as you exhale, send the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, send the hips back. One more time, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, send the hips back. Find the shoulders over the wrists once more. You could stay doing that, or if you wanted to, you could lift the knees slightly. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, bring it forward. One more time, exhale, shift it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, slowly drop the knees. And then walk the hands back towards you. Keep the toes tucked under. Maybe hands come to the thighs. Maybe sit bones come down towards the heels. If you are sitting back on the feet, you can bring the hands out and give the wrists a few circles here. Going one way and then the other way. And then releasing the hands back down to the mat. Picking up the feet, give the toes a little bit of a wriggle here. And then bring the fingertips to face back towards you. So wrists facing forward, fingertips back behind us. Take a moment here, maybe a little rock back and forth, just working into the hands. Just a few more times here. Jane, can you give me a thumbs up that you can hear me all good? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I might turn it down a little bit. And the rain. Here we go. All right, from here, releasing the toes and then coming into our cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round through the back. A few more times here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, rounding through the back. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly into our cow pose. And exhale, rounding. Staying here in this rounded position, breathing nice and deeply. Start taking some clockwise circles over the wrists. You can go as fast as you like. The circles can be big or as small as you like. Keep the breath long, nice fluid movement here. Keeping some tension in our muscles as we move. Supporting ourselves. One more big circle in this direction. And then beginning to come in the opposite direction. Keep that breath nice and long. Just a few more circles here. Coming back to the center, shoulders over the wrist, coming to a more of a neutral spine. And then when you're ready, bringing the weight into the left hand, reach the right hand, left leg out away from each other. Exhale, hold it here. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the knee and the elbow out to the side towards the center of the body. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, knee and elbow come out to the side. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale one more time. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, bring just the hand to the mat. Keep that left leg lifted, round through the back. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, bring the knee forward, point the toes. And then step the foot in between the hands. From here, inhale, lifting up, chest towards the front of the room. And then exhale, send the hips back. Taking a flow here, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, send it back. One more time, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, send it back. Bring it forward to finish. And then reach the arms all the way up overhead. Take a nice deep breath here. Nice inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Maybe chest lifts towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale, bring the elbows back down. Take a deep breath here. When you're ready, reach the left hand up, right hand comes down to the mat. Or maybe down to your block. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, reach the arms back up to the center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches over. Maybe to your block, maybe to the mat. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, reach everything back up, palms touch. Exhale, hands reach forward and then all the way back behind us, finding our half splits here. Maybe bring the hands down to the mat if that feels better. Take a few deep breaths here. Maybe reaching the forehead down towards the shin. On the next inhale, walk the weight forward, frame that front foot, and then step that foot back behind you, tabletop. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, neutral spine. And on the inhale, left hand, right leg, reach it out, balancing tabletop. Exhale, hold it here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, elbow and knee come wide. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, bring it wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, out. One more time, inhale, reach it out. As you exhale, bring the hand down to the mat. Keep the foot lifted. Round through the back like a cat pose. And inhale, step that foot in between the hands. From here, we lift through the chest as we inhale. And then send it back as we exhale 3 times. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, send it back. One more time, inhale, bring it forward. And exhale, send it back. Inhale, bring it all the way forward to finish. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a nice deep breath here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, elbows wide, chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together as you come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down. Hold it down here for a breath. On the inhale, left hand to the mat, reach the right hand over, maybe to the block if it doesn't quite reach today. Deep breath here. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, right hand down to the mat or to the block, left hand over. Deep breath here. Inhale, reach it up, palms touch. Exhale, we come all the way back to our half splits, maybe reaching the hands behind us, or maybe hands to the mat. Forehead towards the shin. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath here. Inhale, shift the weight forward, frame the front foot, tuck the back toes. Exhale, step the back foot forward, fold over the legs. Take a few breaths here. Maybe bending and straightening through the legs. Maybe hands to the legs, hands to the mat. Or you could bring the hands to the elbow creases, let the arms be heavy overhead. You could maybe take a sway from side to side if that feels okay. Just take some intuitive movement here through the back body. Wherever you are, coming back to the center, nice deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands back down to the mat. As you inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, fold back down over the legs. Soften the knees, inhale, reach the arms to standing, palms touch above the head. Exhale, elbows wide, chest to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale one more time. Inhale, reach all the way up. This time as you exhale, mountain pose, hands either side of the body. Take a few breaths here, maybe closing the eyes, grounding through the feet. One more deep inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, fold forward, hands all the way down to the mat. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold back down over the legs. As you inhale, plant the hands and step both feet back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, lower chest to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, kicking the right leg high behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and step the foot in between the hands. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, high lunge. Exhale here. Getting nice and steady through the feet, through the legs. One more deep breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, wide. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. And then as you exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hold. Option to bring the back hand to the back leg. Maybe reach the front arm up. Deep breath here. Inhale, bring the arms all the way forward. And then reach the hands behind you. Maybe arrowhead pose, maybe warrior three. Wherever you are, take a nice deep breath. One more inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot beside the right. Fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold back down over the legs. Inhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot in between the hands. On the inhale, reach the arms up, high lunge. Grounding through the feet, nice deep breath here. Deep inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. One more time, lifting the arms up. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Other way, you're good. Take a deep breath here. Maybe you stay here, or maybe back hand comes to back leg. Reach the front arm towards the sky. Deep breath here. Inhale, bring it back to the front. Both hands come in front of you. Exhale, reach the hands behind you. Maybe stay in arrowhead pose. Maybe bring the weight forward. Warrior three. One more deep breath wherever you are. On the inhale, weight into the left foot, step the right foot beside the left foot. Fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold back down over the legs. Inhale, soften the knees, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands wide, either side of the hips. Mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. One more deep mindful breath here. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down over the legs. Inhale, step both feet back to plank. Exhale, your choice, lowering the knees or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot in between the hands. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. Exhale, hold it here. Deep inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up. Just one more time, exhale, bring it wide. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Nice deep breath here. Maybe staying here, maybe back hand to back leg. Front arm reaches up. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, reach everything forward. Exhale, hands behind you, arrowhead pose. Take a deep breath here. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands down either side of our front leg. From here, we're taking a wide pyramid pose. So staying on the ball of the back foot, we start to send the hips back behind us, working towards straightening that front leg. If you like, you can bring the blocks either side of your front foot. And we're aiming to maybe even pick up the toes back towards us. Wherever you are, take a few deep breaths here, working the forehead towards the shin. Just a few more deep breaths here. On the inhale, slowly start to place that foot back down if you have lifted the foot. And then as you exhale, bring the blocks out of the way if you were using them, and start to walk your way towards the center of your feet. So we're going towards the left side of our mat. And then bringing the heels to face out, toes facing in. Maybe bringing the hands underneath you, maybe hands to the block, maybe hands to the outside of the feet. You could even work into the forearms here. Take a few breaths. Just living here for a moment. Sending the sit bones towards the ceiling. One more deep inhale. Slow exhale. Bringing the hands back underneath you, and then bringing the heels to face in, toes to face out. We're going to begin to bend into our back knee, and then walk the hands towards our back knee. We may stay here with the hips higher, or we may start to sit the hips down towards the mat, maybe even picking up our toes, heel grounding into the mat. Option to lift the hands if the hips are down low. Otherwise, keeping the hands underneath you. Wherever you are, take a nice deep breath. Inhale, shifting the weight forward through the middle. Coming back up all the way to the front of the mat. Walk that front foot all the way to the outside of the mat, come onto the ball of the back foot. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, and we're in our lizard's pose here. If you wanted to, you could use your blocks, maybe work towards the forearms. Holding here for a little longer. Take a few deep breaths. Three more deep breaths here. One more deep breath here. Slowly coming back up onto the hands if you're not here already. And then we're going to send our foot across the mat here. So see how it feels to bring the foot parallel with the blanket, and then reach the hands up to the front outside corner of your mat. Yeah, that side, yeah, okay. And then from here, maybe even sitting the hips back and really glue the hands down to the mat. So if you're trying to rip up the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Slowly on the inhale, begin to walk the hands back towards you. And as you exhale, walk the hands all the way behind you. Left hand comes behind towards the middle of the mat. Reach the right hand up. We're coming into our gate pose. So if you face towards the back of the room, Manuel. Yeah, good, perfect. And then see if you can work towards straightening that leg. Beautiful. Reaching up in our gate pose, gazing towards the raised hand. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, place the hand back down to the mat. We're just going to walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. Bring our toes of the left foot back to face behind us. Grounding left hand into the mat. Right hand comes to the right thigh. Maybe staying here, or maybe it's starting to apply some gentle pressure, opening up through that front hip. Maybe even turning onto that blade edge side of the foot. You might stay here or maybe reach the arm behind you. And if the foot's there, you can grab it, bending into that back knee. Wherever you are, take 3 deep breaths. Last deep inhale and exhale. Slowly finding your way back towards the front of the mat. Begin to lift the hips. Find that half splits, hands either side of the front leg, folding forward. Take a moment here. Starting to feel a bit more open through the backs of the legs. One more deep breath here. Inhale, hands back to the inside of that front foot. Walk the weight forward, tucking the back toes. And we're going to step the front foot all the way back to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale, left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot in between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up, high lunge. Take a deep breath here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, wide. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Take a deep breath here. And then back hand maybe comes to that back leg. Option to reach the front hand up. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, reach everything forward, squaring up. Exhale, reach the hands behind you, arrowhead pose. Really roll the shoulders back. Take a few deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, release forward, coming into that wide stance pyramid pose, staying on the ball of the back foot. Option to use your blocks here, starting to send the hips back, keeping a slight micro bend through the front leg, and working towards straight. Forehead comes down towards the shin. Take a few deep breaths here. On the next inhale, slowly bring the weight forward back into that front foot. If you're using blocks, bring them out of the way. Walk the weight to the inside of our front foot and then all the way to the center of the mat. This time, heels face in, toes face out. And finding our wide-legged forward fold. Maybe hands to the mat, maybe hands to the feet. Maybe working the forearms towards the ground. Take a moment to slow down the breath. One more deep breath here. On the inhale, walk the hands back underneath you, soften into the knees. As you exhale, we're going to send the weight towards the back of the mat into our right leg, bending through the right knee, maybe sitting the hips down towards our Skandasana. Option to lift the hands up if it's there, wherever you are. Just take a nice deep breath. Inhale, bringing it back up towards the center. Exhale, walk all the way back around towards the front of the mat. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Walk the front foot to the outside of the mat. Drop the back knee. Lizard's pose on this side. Option to use your blocks. Take a moment to set yourself up. We'll be here for a little longer. Take a few deep breaths here. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly coming back up onto the hands. And then from here, sending our foot across our blanket, across the mat. And then sending our hands up to the outside corner of the mat, gluing the hands down to the ground or the mat. And then from here, we start to sit the hips back. Take a few deep breaths here. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, walk the hands back towards you, bringing the hands towards the center of the mat, and then walking the hands towards the back of the mat, taking the right hand, fingertips facing behind you, reach the left hand up, gate pose. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale, place the hand back down to the mat. Walk the weight all the way back to the front foot. Foot to the outside of the mat. Bring the right toes back behind us. And we take a revolved lizard. So bringing the right hand to the mat. Left hand comes to the left thigh. Maybe staying here. Or maybe opening up through that front hip. Maybe reaching back. If the foot's there, you could grab the foot. Wherever you are, take 3 deep breaths here. One more deep inhale and exhale. Finding your way all the way back to the front. And then coming into our half split. So lifting the hips, bring the hands to either side of that front leg. And then folding forward. Take a few deep breaths here. One more deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the inside of our front foot. Bring the weight forward, plant that front foot back down. As you exhale, tuck the back toes. Inhale, step that back foot to the outside of the front hand. So from here, maybe bringing the hands to the inside, walking the hands underneath the arches of the feet. If that doesn't feel okay, just bringing the hands to the ankles and bending as much as you need to through the knees here, finding what works for you. Then let the head drop heavy. Maybe a little nod, little shake with the head to help release the neck. You could take a few bends and straightens through the knees, just as much as you can here. And then when you're ready, lifting the hips up as high as you can. If the legs are straight, you could maybe bend into the elbows, coming into a more active forward fold. Take a few breaths here. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands from underneath the feet, sit the hips low, coming into our Malasana Yogi squat. So maybe bringing the hips all the way down into your full Malasana, or you could bring a block underneath the sit bones here. Maybe bringing the palms to touch in front of the chest. You could use the elbows to guide the knees open, or maybe use the strength from the legs. Tailbone towards the ground, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath here. On the inhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. I'm going to bring the left hand in front of the left leg. Make sure the arm is on the inside of your knee. Yep, good. And then reaching the right hand up, coming into a nice open twist as you inhale. Exhale, hold it here. One more inhale, maybe opening a little more if there's space. Exhale, place the hand down to the mat. So our arm comes to the inside of the knee, outside of the foot. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hold it here. Inhale, open if there's any more space. And then exhale, place the hand back down to the mat. From here, hands underneath the shoulders. Step or hop the feet back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower of your choice. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath here. Deep inhale. Exhale, place the knees down to the mat, onto your blanket. And then from here, send the weight back. I'm just going to move the blanket out of the way. Maybe bringing it onto your bolster. And then coming forward all the way down onto the belly. Make sure you've got no props in front of you or beside you. Hands to either side of the chest. Inhale, bring the feet together, zip up the legs, roll the shoulders back, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold it up. Exhale, holding here. Inhale, maybe lifting the arms, the hands up off the mat. Exhale, hold. Inhale here. Exhale, place the hands back to the chest. And then bring the hands one on top of the other in front of the forehead, and bring the forehead down to the hands. You can let the feet, legs relax here for a moment. Just take a nice deep breath here. Starting to lift the head back up. Zip the legs back up, feet together, one long leg. And then from here, inhale, lift the head and arms, everything up, front body off the mat. Exhale, bring the elbows behind you, squeeze it back. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, bring the elbows back, lift it up, squeeze it back. Inhale together. Just one more time, exhale, squeeze it back. Inhale, bring one hand back on top of the other. Let the legs relax, forehead to the hands. Take a few breaths here. Bringing the hands to either side of the rib cage. And then sending the hips back over the knees. Bring the big toes to touch, take the knees wide. Come all the way back to our extended child's pose. Reaching the hands out ahead. Take a few deep breaths here. One more deep expansive inhale, breathing into the back body. Exhale, release. On the inhale, walk the hands about halfway back towards the body. Exhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. And then inhale, reach the right hand towards the sky, gaze towards the right hand, open twist. Exhale, bring the hand behind the supporting hand, palm facing up, reaching it away. Maybe side of the shoulder, side of the head comes to the mat. Maybe reaching that front arm out and away, or maybe behind the back. Find what works for you here. And take a nice deep breath. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, finding your way back to the center, unwinding. And exhale, setting up for the other side. As you inhale, left hand towards the ceiling, open twist. Exhale, scoop that hand behind the supporting hand, reach the palm away from you, side of the shoulder, side of the head, maybe down to the mat. Option to reach that front arm out and away from you or behind the back. Breathe here. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, find your way back to the center. Bring the knees and the feet back to hip distance apart. Tuck the toes underneath. Maybe walking the hands or the feet out slightly as we come back into our downward dog. Nice deep breath here. Last vinyasa, inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower of your choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, soften the knees, look forward. Exhale, step both feet to the hands. Folding over the legs on the inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down over the feet. Soften the knees, inhale, reach the arms all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, mountain pose. Nice deep breath here. Coming into our balancing pose. So maybe having the feet hip distance apart here, or maybe feet together. We're coming into Natadajasana or dancer's pose. If you'd like to stand by a wall, you can also do that. From here, bringing both arms up overhead. As you exhale, reach the right arm behind you, bend into the right leg, find the inside of the right foot, knees together. Take a nice deep breath here, finding a spot to focus on for your balance. Maybe staying here, or maybe inhale, lifting up through the chest. And exhale, lean forward, hinge from the hips, kick into that back leg. Breathe deeply. One more deep inhale. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach both arms back up overhead. Exhale, left hand back, bend the left leg, hand to the inside of the left foot. Knees together. Finding that point to focus on here. And if you want to, inhale, lifting up through the chest. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from the hips. Kicking into that back leg. Nice, deep inhale. And exhale. Wherever you are, one more inhale. Exhale, bringing it back up. Good work. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Both arms come down, mountain pose. Close down the eyes. Take a few deep breaths here. Release any tension in the shoulders. Maybe take a little rock forward and back through the feet. Finding your way back to the center, to solid ground. Blinking the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, hands come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees. Step both feet back to downward dog. One last deep breath here. Inhale, slowly release the knees down to the mat. Exhale, walk the hands back towards you. You can bring the legs out long in front. Find your way down to the back. Have your bolster nearby. We'll use that shortly. Coming all the way down to the back. Soles of the feet to the mat, feet underneath the knees, hip distance apart. From here, on the inhale, picking up the right ankle, placing it on the thigh of the left leg. Really pushing that right knee out and away from you. Take a deep breath here. And on the inhale, option to reach up and interlace the hands behind the left thigh, maybe left shin. And take a few deep breaths here. One more deep breath here. Keep the ankle attached to the knee and just place the left foot back down to the mat. From here, bring the arms into our cactus arms, palms towards the ceiling, elbows wide, and then pressing into the left foot, just slightly shift the hips off to the right. So we're just moving the hips about a couple of inches over to the right. And then from here, we can begin to drop the feet down towards the left. Maybe turning the head to look towards the right hand. Take a few deep breaths here. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bringing everything back towards the center. Press into the sole of the left foot, shuffle the hips back to the center, bring the right foot back down. Making sure the hips are back in the center here, feet underneath the knees, and then taking the left ankle to the thigh of the right foot. So first, just taking a deep breath here as you push the left knee away from you. And then option to reach up, interlace the hands behind the right thigh or right shin. Roll the shoulders back and down into the mat. Breathe here. Just one more deep breath here. Keep that ankle glued to the thigh. Release the right foot down to the mat. And then bring the elbows wide, palms facing up, cactus arms. Bringing the right foot underneath the knee. We're going to press into the right foot and just shuffle the hips off to the left slightly. And then from here, maybe beginning to drop the feet, knees down towards the right side of the mat. Option to bring the head to look towards the left hand. Take a few deep breaths here. One more deep breath. Slowly draw everything back towards the center. Bring the hips back in, place both feet back down on the mat. Take the feet wide, about mat distance apart, and then just drop the knees from side to side here. Keep the breath nice and long, moving at your own pace. A couple more times, side to side. And then bringing both knees in towards the center. Bring them in towards the chest. Take the knees wide. Reach the arms up, hands either side of the outside of the feet. Finding our happy baby. Drawing the thighs in towards the torso, towards the underarms. Maybe taking a little rock here from side to side. Tailbone towards the ground. Taking a moment here, enjoying this last pose before our final Shavasana here. Coming back to the center, take a nice deep breath here. Slowly release. If you have any final movement you'd like to take for the body, you have that opportunity here. Or maybe finding your way into Shavasana. Got a lot of props here to help you, so make use of them. Maybe bring the bolster underneath the knees. Maybe a blanket over top of you or head on the blanket. It is quite warm. Option to bring the hands out either side of the body, maybe palms up, palms down, or maybe hands to the belly. Maybe one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart space. Finding what feels right today. And then scanning through the body here, allowing the body to fully relax, release, let go, heavy on the mat. Softening through the face, the space between the eyebrows. Release the jaw. Relax the whole head, the neck. Release, let go through the shoulders. Relaxing each of the arms, each of the hands. The whole torso, the spine. Softening through the chest, the belly. Releasing any gripping in the hips and the glutes. Relax each of the legs, each of the feet, whole body relaxed on the mat. Once you've done that, you can begin to bring the focus to just the breath, the inhale and exhale. And the experience of breathing. Focusing on the rise and fall of the chest and the belly. And the sound of the breath. The space in between the inhale and the exhale. Noticing if the mind wanders off into thoughts, not making any judgments or any calls, just allowing the focus to readjust back to the breath. Continually returning our focus, our attention back to the breath as many times as we need to here. And each time a new thought arises, allowing it to float by like a cloud in the sky. And returning back to the breath. Each time a thought arises, allowing it to float on by. And returning back to the breath. Finding confidence in the knowledge that in this analogy of our thoughts being clouds, and maybe sometimes there is a thought storm in the mind, that we are not our thoughts, we are not the clouds, we are the blue sky behind the clouds. Taking one more deep inhale, expanding through the belly, through the chest, through the heart space. Long, slow exhale. Allow the breath to return to normal. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for taking the time out of the day today for the body, for the mind. It's been a little rainy. It's always hard to find motivation when it's rainy, but congratulations, you made it and it's finished now. Really good work today. Bringing some movement back to the body, starting to reanimate, maybe stretching up overhead. And very slowly beginning to find your way up to seated where we'll finish today's class. Finding a nice comfortable seat. Just bringing the palms to touch in front of the chest. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose to prepare. Exhale, release all the air from the lungs. On the inhale, bring the thumbs in between the eyebrows, third eye center. Bow forward, open the mouth, exhale. Namaste. Good work today, ladies. Thank you, Jane.